It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas A&M's offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
And now on second down for this offense. The give to the right. Find some fresh air. Oh, a lot of space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great.
There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. A&M comes back out with another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they look like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And greeting them is a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but he couldn't get it done there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Norman. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the direct snap, it's Owens. Past the 30, and they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Third down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback extends the play. Wide open spaces. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Quickly down 14-0. They've taken a couple of punches. Let's see if they can get something going this time. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Trying play action. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking down the middle. Lost, the defense is wide open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. The give. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Beck. They've got the screen set up. It's a seam wide open. It's a running room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extreme...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. From the red zone, looking for a man. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. He got it.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll hoist it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. They're working that left side. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, bringing on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would...
And that's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And some room to work. He's loose. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of a quarterback. And are his feet set, or now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you can tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So,
and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Riley. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Direct snap. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Owens. Touchdown, Aggie. Ball that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
With the catch, it's Hale. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the 1st down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find...
There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. From the gun. Tight end finds a soft spot. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Keeps looking downfield. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Pulls it, fired complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself, fighting off the defender. Well, he couldn't find any... and all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody... their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Turning it on. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Collins. Gets it out fast. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. And the Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Reads it, fires complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and I like this. The QB, you can tell. Quick read. See it. Get the ball out of your hands. Get the ball out wide to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. No monkey business. No waiting in the pocket. No indecision. Nice job. He did a great job reading it and getting it out of his hands.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Beck. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running behind that left side. Turning on the Jets. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the toss. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Quick release by the QB. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's doing great with it.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here we go. Quarterback keeps it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Clinton. Working the middle, it's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Running to Green. Oh, a lot of space. There he goes. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And we'll just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center quarterback exchange.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.